Question 20. Noah conducted a survey on sports participation. He created the following two dot plots to represent the number of students participating by age in soccer and in basketball. So here are the two dot plots. The way you read this is the number on the bottom represents the age. Each dot is a person at that age that plays soccer or basketball. And it wants to know, and maybe I can zoom in a little bit now that we see what those two things mean. Here's the real question. Which statement about the given data sets is correct? The data for the soccer players is skewed right. So for the basketball players, skewed to the right or the left, it just means the data is over to the right or to the left. And for the basketball players, it definitely looks like it's skewed right. For the soccer players, I'd say if anything, it's skewed a little bit left, and I want which one is correct, so I don't think it's number one. Let's keep looking for another answer. The data for the soccer players has less spread than the data for the basketball players. So literally it is what it sounds like, right? To be more spread out or less spread out. I'd say the soccer players, I've got 2 here, 2 here, 3 there, 2 there, 2 there, 4 and 3. That looks kind of spread out, especially when you look at basketball players. They're all kind of clumped to the right. There's nothing all the way on this side, just 1 6-year-old, 1 7-year-old. So the soccer players look a little more evenly spread. So I'd say 2's not it either. It's saying the data for the soccer players is less spread. I think this data is more spread out up here, just looking at the picture. The data for basketball players has the same median as the data for soccer players. Ooh, okay. Median is a thing that we can figure out just by kind of clicking things off. So the way you get median is you would cross off this first one and then cross off that last one. Cross off your lowest and highest, and you go from there. So it's not that, and you keep going. The second 6, the second 12. The third 6, the 11. The 7, the top of the 11. Second 7, 10, 7, 10, 7, 10. 8, 9, 8, 9. It's halfway between 8 and 9. So for soccer players, it is 8.5. I'll write that down on the side to remember. Let's try it for basketball players. Kick that off, kick it off. Off, 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 off. And I'm just following this pattern. Off, just going to the lowest, then the highest, lowest, then the highest, lowest, then the highest, lowest, then the highest. And I'm left between two 10s. So the median for basketball players is 10. The median for the soccer players was 8.5. Those medians are not the same. It looks like the mean has got to be the same. The way you can check for the mean is you're just going to add up all your values. Oh, wait. The data for the basketball players has a greater mean than the data for the soccer players. That just kind of makes sense. There's way more 12s and 11s. There's way more 6 and 7s in soccer. It looks like your average, your mean, will be higher for the basketball players. If you really want to check it out, I guess I'll throw it all in the calculator. We'll see it. You're going to add up all of these numbers. So I'm going to add the number of 6-year-olds, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll do 6 plus... Ooh, this is going to be hard to do on the calculator and on there. 6 plus, I think there were 2 7s. 7 plus 7. I'm doing... the basketball players. Oh, there's only 1 7, 2 8s. So actually 1 7, 2 8s plus 3 9s, 3 10s. 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 4 11s, 4 12s plus 1 11, 2, 3, 4 and 4 12s. 1, 2, 3, 4. You take that and you divide by the number. After you get that total, you divide by the number of things you added. So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'll take that number, 178, divide by 18. The average age for basketball players is 9.8 years old, 9.9 years old. And let's just check it for the soccer players. So I'm now going to do 3 6s, 4 7s. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7, 7, 7, 7. 2 8s, 2 9s, plus 8 plus 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. I think it was 3 10s. 3 10s, 2 11s, 2 12s. 2 11s, 2 12s. Take that. Let's just make sure that I'm dividing by how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Also dividing that 156 by 18. That's my mean, and the mean here, 8.6 repeating, is less than the mean over there. And that means that answer choice 4 is correct. The data for basketball players has a greater mean than the data for soccer players. Now you start to get really good at statistics and reading these graphs. You can kind of see that the average for basketball players will be greater than the average for soccer players. Just by looking at the picture, it looks like there's more older people here. The average will be higher, but you can always check it explicitly by throwing it into your calculator. So that's your answer. Sorry this one was so long.